T01 G consultancy, and today we are going to talk about your new products and give you some recommendations. Monsanto is an American company with a history of over 100 years. About 20 years ago, it was the largest agriculture technology company in the world, providing a huge amount of seeds and a huge amount of herbicides. In the very late of 20th century, it started to provide GM seeds. At first, it was very successful, but soon after, people gradually realized the potential risks in GMOs. The opposing voice became stronger and stronger, and in 2013, the first march took place. 2 million people from more than 50 countries gathered against Monsanto, and this kind of march continuously happened in the following several years, which added overweight pressure to the company. In 2014, Monsanto was awarded as the most hated company in the world. In 2015, because of the public relations crisis and the financial crisis, it decided to cut 2,600 employees and restructure the business to save on costs. Finally, in 2016, Monsanto used to be the largest seed provider in the world, was quietly acquired by others. However, all of these can be avoided by stopping GM products. GMOs have been controversial for many years. Some people say they decrease the biodiversity and may cause cancer. Others say they are high quality and relatively safe. It's hard to say who is definitely right or wrong, but if a company uses GMOs, it can be hurt easily because it's standing right in the center of the conflicts. Now, let's have a look at the new product for a company. You have noticed that the traditional molds are made from plastic fiber, which is fossil fuel based, and this kind of cloth is harmful to the environment and cannot be recycled. So your company wants to introduce a biodegradable one, which is made from a kind of chemical called PLA. And this kind of chemical comes from corn. The problem is that the corn you are using may have GM problem. If you use GM corn as input, some large buyers would refuse to do business with you. Your products would disappear on the shelves. Customers wouldn't buy your products because they don't want to or they don't have access. Then the sales would drop dramatically. Then there would be less business, less products, less customers, less sales, and finally become a vicious cycle.
Organic marketers have been saying that they strongly believe that the GM market will be in a slump as customers are becoming more and more aware of the product. Some organizations, such as the Non-GMO Project, have been focusing on growing business of organic product and natural product, and they also aim to strike market of existing GMOs. In the report in 2016, the report said that the non-GMO markets have been increasing their sales by 5.6 times from 2013, which strongly hit the GM market. So I would like to share with you a real-life situation. One day in the supermarket, I heard two sales ladies standing right at the promotion counter. They're promoting their product, which is two different brands of shampoos. One of them complained that the product she is selling and promoting is not welcomed by the customers, as whenever the customers comes to and asks about the product, she cannot tell the customers how natural the product is, as the products have been told that they are using GM. And this GM product is not welcomed by customers nowadays, as they are more aware of these GM products. And therefore, the sales ladies are saying that according to the guidelines she is getting, she is about to lose her job as the shampoo she is selling is about to be pulled off the shelf. And the global GMO market have been increasing, growing in a steady pace, with a projection of 16.23% increasing in the demand in 2017 to 2021, according to a report. Also, customers have been raising their awareness for the non-GMO market, and according to a survey, more than 90% of them would like to know what's in their product, and over 50% of them will avoid products manufactured with GMOs. The future of non-GMOs have been hitting the businessman's head, as is also anti-GMO organizations are opposing business with GM products. The non-GMO project have been writing letters and publishing reports to persuade the corporations stop using GMOs, as according to the report, it is harming their production and also harming their sales. As method is a business emphasizing on environmentally friendly products, they will be a standout target if they keep on using GM products and producing them to the public.
So with the problem encountered by the company, we have proposed 3 solutions for you. The recommendations include, we suggest that you to hire a third-party auditor to monitor your production in China, as well as issuing a public statement regarding your new product. And also, in the long term, we hope that you can invest in local factories in the production of the material PLA. So firstly, we suggest you to hire third-party auditors to monitor your production in China. As you are sourcing from China and you are in US, you will not have the greatest access in monitoring the factory yourself. And as in the factory, there isn't a very well-developed scheme or monitoring system to sort out any product that is regarding to the GM. So we suggest you to hire one auditor or a few parties to help you to monitor that. And after having a thorough assessment, the auditor can issue a certificate for you and to guarantee that there isn't any GM input in your product. Then you can avoid the risk of having GM in your product, and when you sell it into the market, there will be no other risk regarding to the issue. So secondly, we also recommend you to issue a public statement when you put your new product into the market. We suggest you to publish the statements through different media channels, such as your own official websites, as well as other paper media, or even holding a press conference. Throughout this kind of announcement saying that your new product will not have any GM input, your current customer as well as your distribution channels can be assured that your product will be safe and guarantee that the sale will not drop significantly. So this can help you to maintain your sale. Also, by telling the public that you will not have GM in your product, it can be a good promotion for a company as an environmentally friendly as well as green company, so that your sale may can also increase after attracting new customers. And thirdly, in the long term, we suggest you to invest in local factories in producing the PLA. The major reason why we have to source from China, the other side of the world, is because there isn't any available technology here in the local factory. Therefore, as we believe that PLA will be a great potential material in your future development as it is a green material, we suggest you to start making investment in different kinds of local factories in producing the material. Then in the future, you can fully utilize this new innovative material in your other kind of cleansing product. So after introducing you the 3 recommendations, I will pass my time to my colleague to talk about the solution assessment.
So according to the solution just being presented by my colleagues, we have done some research on the solutions, and we have found some companies that offering the service that your company needs. The first one is the site-specific training. It has been offered by certification bodies called ISCC. It will send the employees to the site to monitor on the production process. And the main purpose of ISCC to doing this is to check that whether the producers has complied with the GMO regulations. Also, the ISCC will issue a certificate to the producer if it can be checked that it do not grow non-GM corns. Otherwise, it may receive a warning and not to be welcomed by the industry anymore. So the second one is the GMO scanning, and the third-party auditors called SGS is now offering this service, and the SGS possess a technology called PCR technology. The PCR technology aims to quantify the GMO that is inserted into the original species of the plants. So if you doubt that the raw materials you acquired may contain GMO, you may execute this PCR test, and if the result is positive, you should discard the materials as soon as possible. And the third one is the non-GM corn providers. As there are some companies they are interested in producing and research on the producing PLA. We have found that Natural Works is one company from US who is working on this aspect. So the Natural Works is a environmental friendly company who has been using the greenhouse gas to be the feedstock for its plants, and from the recent research by the Natural Works, they have been working on a research that they are using the carbons from the plants and turn it to glucose, and turn the glucose to PLA by fermentation and separation. However, this technology is still under research and development stage. So just like my colleague just said, your company can invest into the Natural Works and to help it to develop the technology as soon as possible. So it's not necessary to source overseas if this technology has been available to the market.
Thank you for the presentation from all of my colleagues. We believe quality, reputation, competitiveness, and innovation. These are all reasons for a company to grow, flourish, and differentiate. Now, it's time for you to choose. To choose the high-quality products with less damage. To choose the repetitive products that can attract loyal customers. To choose the competitive products that more people prefer, and to choose the innovative products that can survive in the future. Thank you for listening.
Right. I'm just wondering, how can you maintain, how can you monitor China to make sure that they're following the right procedures in terms of right now? You're saying, I mean, right? You're saying that in the short term to continue to use products from China, later to adjust and move over. I understand that, but how can we monitor the products now in China?
So the auditors like IICC and the SGS, they are all international organizations, so they have business all around the world. So that is I because it's international.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.